Shalom, shalom. Hey, basic order. Gonna go into it. Give brothers and sisters a chance to get up in here. Akyam wa akwathiyam. Get an incense. Yep. Alright, this one shouldn't be a long one. I'm gonna get to it. Hey, shalom, shalom. To everybody that's coming through. Okay, shalom, shalom. This will be on basic order. All right? Basic order. Because that was a great live that the brother just, dropped. But, hey, me being a watchman, man, noticing a lot of out of order practices, okay? So this will be on basic order. All right? And I notice it may be brothers that are that are new, or maybe not even really new, but it's just gotta have some understanding of certain things, man. So once we get we at 5, and if we can get to 10, and I'll just start in probably about a minute. All right, shalom to you brothers that's up in here. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. All right, basic order. Y'all know I'm gonna address it, man. Cause if we don't address kinks, then the whole outfit gonna be messed up, right? If you don't iron the entire outfit out, you don't address the crease. Hey, bro, you iron my crease wrong, right? Then the whole outfit gonna be messed up, and you're gonna be at the event looking stupid. Okay? Just take that analogy, man. If you don't fix it in the beginning, it's all gonna be messed up. Slakia. Drinking my kombucha. Cleaning my gut. Cleaning my liver. All right, so let's get started. All right, to the east, facing Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Akyam out there pushing and preaching 100% doctrine. Shalom to the elect. 1/3, men, women, and children, maintaining yourself. Kwam, Taza Yawan. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Yaram Kazak. All right, basic order, man. This is not going to be a long one. Just addressing basic order. So let's go to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 32. If thou be made the master of a feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest. Take diligent care for them, and so sit down. So this is also letting you know, hey, Yahawah may put you over a group of men, but you don't make yourself high over them, right? Our elders don't boast themselves up high over us. and they get the double honors. But it's because of the way that they lead and the way that they show themselves and maintain themselves. They not boasting. They not, hey, I'm this so many years in it, listen to me, or no. But guess what? We listen to them based off of how they teach and knowing that this is the truth, and we can't refute any of the words that they saying, man. Everything they bringing out, you can search it up in the scriptures. You can search it up in history, and it be correct. So that's how we going off of that, man. Dang, my incense done burnt the cord. It's all good. It's all great. All right. But you don't boast yourself, okay? Take diligent care for them and so sit down. So you take diligent care of this flock. You take diligent care of the men that's under you, all right? So, and that's why we would address anything in the congregation that's going on. That's why we would address brothers going off. That's care, man. That's kindness also. That's love. For a brother to tell you, hey, bro, check yourself. Or fix this. Or, we don't do this over here. All right? What did I see in the last live, man? And I addressed it too. But them brothers acting like they can't see my comments or something. I don't understand it. But, what's the dude name, man? Yahawah. And also, and I've already spoken to these brothers in the inbox, man. And Mawashath, I told these brothers, man, hey, produce works. Y'all want to be in the comment board? Y'all want to be speaking? Produce works. All right? This is the thing. You gotta produce works. You can't be out here being a conversational light, not producing works. And that's it. Cause hey, that's the way. Y'all know the standard that we got. Y'all know what we gotta follow. Okay? We follow the elders. You know what we gotta follow. Some brothers take TikTok and you take it as a pass. You take it as a place where you can go and just talk and talk and talk. But guess what? I know you wouldn't dare do that in the elders' comments boards. You wouldn't dare do that on YouTube. And you know you wouldn't. Okay? You know you wouldn't. Don't carry yourself a different way. If you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying? You don't. All right? And that's the thing on TikTok. Yeah, brothers, we talk. And that's because we more so, we know each other, but it's okay if you doing the works and you doing those works, you doing 3 videos a day, then cool, right? You maintaining yourself. Say what you want to say. Still make sure you putting precepts. Still make sure you dropping precepts, and we keeping it more so in the spirit, because we not here to ha and gee and kiki with each other. We are here to drop precepts and to teach the flock. And may every video be edifying. All right? So that's order, because hey, we guilty sometimes of getting out of order by just talking and talking and talking. But hey, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, Yahawah Ratazah, it be edifying. Okay? But basically what I'm saying is maintain the chatter to a minimum. We men. So yeah, you can speak. Of course, I ain't, whatever, but maintain the chatter to a minimum. And when you are producing those 3 videos a week, then you are given that opportunity. You are given that, what's the word, man? What's the word, man? You given that grace to be able to talk on the comment board. All right? You are given that grace. You are given that. Yeah, that leeway, the water, that's it. It was in my mind, but I couldn't figure it out, man. Yeah, you giving that leeway, right? Like Brother Kakama, he has leeway. Brother Darashaf, all right? He has leeway. Brother Kawan, he has leeway. All right? Simba, I believe you produce works. I think so. I saw your YouTube page. I believe so. I don't know, though. That might have been another brother. I might be confused. But, if brothers got YouTube pages and you producing works, man, yeah, you got the leeway to talk, because you doing what you supposed to do. You doing what you supposed to do. All right? You ain't got no problem with Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right? Basra Barman is me. I probably followed you then. You know, if you produce, hey, if you following the elders, then you straight. You got that leeway. All right? If you doing your 3 videos a week, then you have that leeway. If you're not doing that, then guess what? You shouldn't even be talking on the comment board unless you asking a question. Hey, brothers may not like how this sounds, but you are kind of reduced to a female perspective because you're not doing what Yahawashi said to do. So that leeway is took away from you. We're not here to be conversational likes. We here to produce the works and to edify, man. Like this dude, Julia, it's a Edomite, right? The cord over the candle, it's straight, all right? But yeah, I'll move it over. The water though, Sally. I mean, Julia, Salaki. Hey, I'm gonna stop playing. But you shouldn't even be talking though in the comment board. But the water for that though, I'm gonna say that, you know. And I got it. Ain't nothing gonna catch on fire. I'm watching out. All right, so let's get back to it. 32:2. And when thou hast done all thy office, take thy place, that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive a crown for thy well ordering of the feast. All right. See, and yeah, that's a saying Yeshua, you know. Why is that you shouldn't speak? Because you are a female. Okay? Why is that you shouldn't speak? Hey, this whole live is on order, so let's get it. 1 Timothy 2:11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. That right there is coming out of the scriptures. That's 1 Timothy 2nd chapter, 11th verse and 12th verse, letting you know why you shouldn't speak. Okay? You know, and that's just coming from the scriptures. That's coming straight from the Bible. All right? I didn't make that up. I didn't come from my own mind. I'm not saying that because I have something against you or nothing like that. I'm coming straight from the scriptures. Now, this is order that our people lack. This is order that our people don't want to follow. Our women, they don't want to follow this. Most of our women, they don't want to follow this. Some women are okay with this. All right? But some women, they don't care for the scriptures. They'll look at this scripture and be like, well, that was speaking about in that time. That's not speaking about now. But no, Malachi, right? Let's go over there. Malachi 3:6. For I am Yahawah, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So Yahawah, God, all right, does not change. He never changes. So these words in this book will never change. All right. Let's get Yahawashi. Hebrews 13:8. Yahawashi HaMashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever. So like father, like son. All right. So like father, like son. So they both do not change. And they both do not lie. I can prove that in the scriptures as well. So they both do not change and they both do not lie. So anything that's in the scripture, it's stuck. It's going to be that. All right. And we know that through 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of power and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of power may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. All right. So letting you know. And sister, his name is not Yahweh. And I want to say Salakia, because she might not even be an Edomite. I just judged her off. But anyway, his name is not Yahweh because it's no E's in the scriptures. It's no E's in the Hebrew. It's no U's in the Hebrew. It's no O's or V's or J's in the Hebrew. All right, his name is Yahawah. You saying Yah, hey, Vav, hey. Yeah, that was taught to you. That's Yiddish. I know that. I heard about that. All right. It's Yahawah. Okay. So that Yahweh is incorrect. All right. And that would be up to you to more so do your diligent search on it. I've done it. I've done plenty lessons on it. Brothers have done plenty lessons on it. You know, we don't call on that name over here. But hey, for the remainder of the live, I ask for you to, you know, keep it on the silent tip. All right? Because that's not the correct name. That's a lie taught to us by the colonizers. Yahweh and Yeshua is a lie taught to us by the colonizers. But this live is not about that. This live is about order. So, more so, let's go into order. 1 Corinthians 14 chapter 34 and 35. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak. But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. All right, and one more. I want to add this one. All right. But 1 Timothy 5th chapter, 4th verse. But if any women have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety at home and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable before power. So order, first of all, order starts in the home. Order starts in the home. You learning that in the home. All right. Therefore, when you go out in the world, you're showing off what you learn from the home. So if you remember you go to school and you got them bad kids, they showing what their parents is teaching them at home. Their parents ain't teaching them nothing. Their parents are not displaying any kind of disciplinary skills in the household. That's why those kids are bad. That's why those kids are cussing at the teacher and getting in fights and doing all these types of things, because there's no love in the home. Love is teaching the law, right? Love is teaching discipline. Love is teaching the commandments. So understanding that, if it's none of that going on, then when you go outside, you're going to showcase that none of that is going on. When I come on my live, I'm showcasing what the elders have taught me. Okay? This is why when you come on the comment board and you do lessons, you're showcasing what you have learned. All right? Now, that was a great live by the brother Abaniah, but certain brothers in the comment boards are showcasing that they are not actually watching the elders. They're showcasing that they are not moving in order because they speaking and they keep being conversational lights, but they're not producing works. So they feel like they have that leeway just because they may come around a lot. But guess what? You are not actually following the elders if you're not actually doing what they say to do. How are you following me and you're not doing what we say to do? That's like you got somebody along with you, traveling along with you. You be like, hey, bro, we going to take a break. We gonna set up tent tonight. And he like, nah, I'm going to keep going. Come on, man. You're not traveling with me, bro. You know, and brothers already, you should have in mind Amos 3 and 2. Right? Let's go get it. All right, Amos 3 and 3, Salakia. Can two walk together except they be agreed? No, it's no way. It's no possible way I can walk with you if we don't agree. If you don't agree and understand the order that has been set, that has been laid out by the elders, we can't walk together. Because you walking under a whole different doctrine where you basically, they've been, whatever you learned from, they've been saying you could just talk in the comment board. All right. And this dude, user 1234556, thoughts on Sakari, they off. They don't follow a correct doctrine. They have no order. Sakari, Alazar Hoover, right? He was in an interview with No Jumper and he claimed Hoover over the Hebrew Israelites. He said if he went to prison, he would link up with the Hoover Crips over the Hebrew Israelites. And it's Hebrew Israelites in prison. Understand that. All right? It's Hebrew Israelites in prison that's keeping the doctrine. Okay? But he said he would link up with the Hoover Crips. He would pick that card. Because understand, if you go to prison, they ask you, you know, you got any gang affiliations, etc., etc. So you get your card, you know what cell block you gonna go to. All right? This is why when Kendrick said on that, I know people been paying attention to the beef. I know y'all have, okay? When Kendrick said, you better not ever go to cell block 1. Okay? It's prison politics. All right? Because pedophiles, okay, PDF files, hey, Drake could get set up somewhere, right? Understanding that. So, Alazar Hoover said that he's Alazar, the so-called leader of Sakari. He says he's an elder. He's not an elder. All right. But the leader of Sakari said that he would rock with the Hoover Crips over the Hebrew Israelites. So therefore, guess what? He's picking the world over the truth. So that's my thoughts on Sakari. Those brothers that follow this man and that bullshit that he's spewing out, they are picking the world over the truth. Now, if it's some sincere brothers in that thing, then they right there should know. They should take that as a warning to get up out of that. To get up out of that. All right? To get up out of that. All right? So that's my thoughts on Sakari. Now, Amos 3:3, let's read it one more time. Can two walk together except they be agreed? No way. No way. So you have to be agreed upon the order that is set up. The elders were set up. All right? Elder Apostle Tahar is over us. Elder Apostle Gabar is over us. All right? Elder Amawan Gabar is over us. Elder Amawan Abad is over us. All right? Elder Manatazabak is over us. Okay? Elder Ramlab, Elder Rakar is over us. Elder Yasharamba is over us. All right? Elder Mawatazak is over us. All right? I just named some of the key elders in certain regions of GMS. Okay? Elder Malcolm, hey, Chicago is over us. All right? So these are key regions. That's Chicago, that's Cali, that's Dallas, that's DC, that's New York, that's South Carolina. All right? These are key regions. Okay? These are elders. They are over you. You coming into this truth 6 months in, a year in, 2 years in, those men are over you. Those men have been laboring for 15, 20 years plus. They are over you. It's a certain order. And it's a certain path that they had to go through. They had to sit back and learn. They had to sit back and maintain their silence and maintain their peace. They didn't get to come in and just be talking all willy-nilly on the comment board, man. You have to, bro, you gotta, it's a proving. You gotta be proved. You gotta be proved, man. Yeah, Amawan Abad is Virginia, but DMV, you consider him DMV because he rules the DC camp. All right? Amawan Abad, DC, that's the DMV camp, right? So you got to be proved. You get scrutinized. You get put through the grinder. We got to see if you really about this. All right? So let's go back over to Sirach 32. And let's start at 2 again. And when thou hast done all thy office, take thy place that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive a crown for thy well ordering of the feast. But understanding this, you're not putting yourself above these men. Our elders don't boast themselves over us, because we all brothers at the end of the day. Lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest. Yahawashi even didn't lift himself up over the other men. And he was the head elder. All right? But when he sent them out 2 by 2, what did he do? He trusted and believed in them, that they was going to maintain this doctrine correctly. He sent them out 2 by 2 to different cities. That's like me saying, Kakama and Darashamath, hey, both of y'all brothers head out to Iowa and push this word. Or Kawam and whoever, hey, both of y'all brothers head over to Alabama and push this word. I'm trusting and believing that you brothers are going to push this word correctly and push the doctrine correctly, and that you're going to be able to handle scoffers, mockers. You're going to be able to handle everything that's thrown your way. Because you sat and you listened and you took in the doctrine correctly. You're going to know how to handle things. And the fruit that's going to come your way, you're going to be able to cultivate that fruit. All right? And grow it up and take care of it and water it. Right? That's what we're doing. At 6 months, the brother says 6 months in, you producing lessons. At 6 months in, that means you're at the position to produce fruit. That's, hey, stop thinking that it's a minuscule obligation. That's a major thing. That's major. At 6 months, you're at the position to start taking care of sheep. At 6 months, man. You producing works. And let's say you got one viewer that keeps continuously watching. Right? He like, okay, what's this Hebrew Israelite thing? Right? That's your sheep. If he continues to come back, that's your sheep. It don't matter if you got one sheep, man. When one sinner come unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the entire heavens rejoice. That brother may be 144,000 or 1/3. That right there is major. It's major. This is why every time, man, you got one person watching, even if you don't, what we do, we prophesy to the wind. We prophesy to the wind. All right? It's 11 people on here, but this video, put it on YouTube, it may get what? More, it may get hundreds of views. You never know. Okay? You never know. These words is not going to leave. They're going to come back void. They're going to hit who they're supposed to hit. All right? The elect will be sealed, regardless if you believe it or not. And the elect will be in order, regardless if you believe it or not. It will be order in the kingdom. All right? Let's keep going. Verse 3. Speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee but with sound judgment, and hinder not music. So, what's that? Judge off righteous appearance. Let's get it. John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So, this is how, let's say you got 2 kids, right? And you hear all this commotion in the room, and then boom, somebody's crying, right? You got to go in there as a father, and you got to figure out what's going on. Now, you got to judge off righteous judgment. You can't just go off the appearance. Whoever's crying, they on the ground, and the one that's not crying, he on the bed, and he didn't do nothing. So then you got to go through the whole situation. You got to basically hold counsel. You got to basically hold court, right? And judge off of what? Righteous judgment. You can't go off of appearance that the one crying is in the wrong or is in the right. You have to get the complete story. This is part of being a leader. You have to get the complete story, right? We have scoffers and mockers that came in here that have repented and been converted, man. That now, trying to keep this doctrine. All right? And they may come in here on a false basis. And it'd be the other way around as well. So that's part of judging in righteousness. That's part of having discernment and picking apart lies, picking apart truths, walking in truth, man. And you're not letting everybody in. Because as I was watching a video the other day, the elders was talking about how John the Baptist didn't let everybody in when he was baptizing. He scrutinized, he checked, and he proved people. All right? The same way how Yahawashi knew who he wanted. He didn't let everybody in. It was a multitude that followed him, but he only picked 12. He's not picking everybody. It was hundreds of people that was actually following him and gathering around. He fed 5,000, but he still only picked 12. He ain't pick all them people, because guess what? All them people wasn't there for the word. Some of them was there for the food. Some of them was there for the food, right? The bread. Most of them, man. Most of them was there for the bread and the food. Now, yeah, some of them was there for the word, but most of them, that's the thing, man. You got to understand, 1/3 is a very smaller number than 2/3. That's 33.3% versus 66.6%. All right. Let's multiply that. Let's add that. That's it'll be 6. You add it up, like that's 6 out of what? That's 6 out of 12. No, that's not 6 out of 12. That's 3 out of 9. That's 3 out of 9. So then you add it. That's 6 out of 18. Then add it again. That's 12 out of 36. Right? You see how that number dwindles down as it keeps going? Right? Then that's 24 out of 72. 24 out of 72. And you keep going. That's 44 out of no, that's 48. I am doing math right now. That's 48 out of 148. That's 48 people out of 148. See, I'm still dealing with 1/3 out of 2/3. Just to show you. So 48, you got 148 out of, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a small number. We're not dealing with a huge number. We're not dealing with a massive amount of people. All right? Emmanuel, we ain't dealing with that type of spirit, man. We ain't dealing with Christ. You showing yourself to be a 2/3. I'm going to tell you right now. We don't go off that name. It's Yahawashi HaMashiach. Christ is a white guy, Cesare Borgia. All right? Christ is a white guy that fed you that. Those pictures, hold up, man. Let's even see if you were Israelite. I really can't see through your picture, but I don't know. All right? But big dog, Christ is a Jew. No. You don't know the scriptures. Show me. Let's go to the scriptures right now. All right. Read that. Not giving heed to fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. That's the only time you see that word in there. All right. We not ish. Okay. We not like anything. All right. And this brother, I'm gonna let him talk because you are an example of being out of order. You come in here pushing your own doctrine. You are an example of being out of order. All right. You holding on. No, I'm gonna put it back up. You holding on to fables. You holding on to Cesare Borgia. That's a fable, dude. That's a fable, man. You holding on to commandments of men because you holding on to Christ. That turn from the truth. This is who you serve. Let's pull him up. I got a little bit of time tonight. Right? Let's pull him up. That's who you serve, dude. Stay up in here, man. Don't run. Stay up in here. What's your name? What's your name again? Emmanuel. This is who you serve, dude. Okay. Then why you calling on? What's his name? Who you call on? Who do you call on? Who do you worship? What's his name? Bible says to make no graven images. Get it correct. Don't just come in here talking. Don't come in here talking out the side of your neck because you're going to get cut. Jesus ain't the correct name. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes, man. When was the letter J created? Until the year 1524, there was no letter J in the alphabet. So, there was no letter J. Okay, Yeshua. Okay, Yeshua, right? That's beautiful. He was a Hebrew, right? Show me a U in the Hebrew. Show me a U in the Hebrew. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka. La, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, tha. Show me a U. Emmanuel, stop talking and show me a U. It's spelled with an E. Show me an E. Show me an E. You want me to read it again? Abba gada hawazaka tayaka. Right? Lama nasa ipa tazakwa rashata. Show me an E. Come on, bro. I go to Philippians 2 and 6. Let's go over there. I got you. I'm going to go to any scripture you want. It's your night, bro. It's your world. Philippians 2 and 6. Who, being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God. Yes, indeed. He was what? The invisible image. Most definitely. Let's go to Corinthians. Colossians. All right. 15. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. I know what he looks like. All right, let's go back to Philippians for you. Philippians 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Hamashiach Yahawashi. Okay, that's the spirit. So if you take a picture of yourself, is that no longer you? If I take a picture of myself, is that no longer me? What? If I take a picture of myself, is that no longer you? Hold up, man. Let's go back to Colossians. Who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature? This is letting you know that Yahawashi looked like the Father. All right? Yes, he's the image of the Father. So how did the Father look? Let's go to Daniel, the 7th chapter. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool, his throne like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were open. All right? So this is the Father. Now, let's take that over to Revelations 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes was as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So that's the Son. And the Son is what? The vision, the image of the invisible power. Okay? So Yahawashi is the image of Yahawah. No, he didn't die for all. He didn't die for all. All right? Talking about race. His nation, his nationality was a Hebrew Israelite. All right? Let's go over here. Hebrews 7 and 14. For it is evident that our master sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Okay? This is important, brother. This is very important. All right? Because you take it over to Revelations and you read about the 144,000. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben. These are the 144,000. This is what you call the elect. Okay? So these are Israelites. The children of Israel. I'll get that for you. Hold up. Give me a second. Lost sheep. All right, Yahawashi came for, but he answered and said, this is Matthew 15:24. I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So once again, you saying he came for all is a lie. And we can go to John 3:16 if you want to. All right? You err in not knowing the scriptures. That's why you shouldn't have came in here with that off doctrine. Whoever taught you that, that's out of order. They out of order for teaching you that. Romans 9:3-4. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of power and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all, power blessed forever. Amen. Who are Israelites? These are Paul's kinsmen, according to the flesh. They are promised the promises. All right? So understand that. Let's go to John 3rd chapter for him. One time. John 3rd chapter. There was a man of the Pharisees called Nicodemus, a ruler of the who? The Jews. The Yahawah. Okay? So this whole conversation between Yahawashi and Nicodemus is over the nation of Yasharahla. It's over the Jews. All right? And understanding the scripture, we go precept from precept. If you go here, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Yahawashi was speaking about when Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness. Basically made a statue of a serpent, and everybody that looked at it didn't die. That's symbolizing Yahawashi coming. That's symbolizing his coming. All right? These things were done. That was a prophecy, basically, to show that he was coming. Whoever looked upon him, but who left Egypt? Who left Egypt? Did all nations go with Moses out of Egypt? No, just the Israelites. It was sojourners, strangers that did dwell, but they weren't allowed to come into the congregation. All right? Yahawah washing machine, that fake God can't do nothing. Oh, I love it. I love it, baby. I love it. Can we pin that? I can't pin. I can pin. Hey, that's beautiful. I want to keep that right there. Okay? Yahawah washing machine. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you right now, bro. You better repent. You better repent and you better pray. You better repent and you better pray. All right? But hey, you seem like a fool. So with that being said, man, we just going to mute you. We going to kick you up out of here. Because we already done proved the point. The Israelites declined their salvation, therefore is offered to the Gentiles. You err in not knowing the scriptures once again. The Gentiles are who? That's the Israelites that were born in different nations. If you are Israelite, you a Gentile. I'm a Gentile. Because I was born in a different... Don't block him. Just mute him. Yeah. Hey, the water up. I was about to mute him myself. All right. But we are Gentiles right now. The only person in my household that's a true Israelite is my daughter. Because she was born an Israelite. And I'm making her keep the customs. She's an Israelite. I'm raising her up as an Israelite. Ever since she came into this world, I knew the truth. Right? So she's raised as an Israelite. I was raised as a Gentile doing Christmas and Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and all of that. But my daughter will be raised doing what? The holy days. She will be raised doing the Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Booth, Feast of First Fruits, Passover, Pesach, right? She will be raised doing the Sabbaths, all of that. Okay? Y'all raised the psychos. Hey, keep that energy, bro. Keep that energy, man. I'm going to mute you as well. But you keep that energy as well. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. All right. Ronan, I don't know you, bro, so I'm not going to bring you up. You know, you got to be proved. I got to see you come up in here a couple times. And I don't know what doctrine you following. But shalom to you. I'll get your precept. Isaiah 45:17. Let's get it. I only bring my brothers up that I know that's been, dealing with me for a while. But Israel, this is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, shall be saved in Yahawah with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. All right, most definitely. Now let's go to Zechariah 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, Yahawah, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahawah is my power. So 2/3 will be cut off and die. 2/3, that's that 66.6% of people that will be unalived in the nation of Yasha'Allah, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? Because Yahawah is dealing with the entire nation. Now, 1/3, right? That third part will be brought through the fire, which is the ICBM missiles. And also spiritually, which is Jacob's trouble, which is everything that we are encountering, everything that we are enduring. We are being refined right now to walk in the truth. We are being made better. All right? That's why Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi is putting us through so many tests. That's why we in poverty. That's why we going to the plantation working for the white man over and over and over. All right? That's why we not enjoying ourselves. We not in our rest. We are working. This is the time where you work. You are in a spirit of mourning, not in a spirit of myrrh. Okay? Now, understanding this, you take that back. I went to read that and bring it back to Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in Yahawah with an everlasting salvation. This is letting you know that those 2/3 that will be unalived in the nukes or in Jacob's trouble will eventually be brought back into the kingdom through reproduction, through reincarnation. They will be saved with an everlasting salvation. They will not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Our brothers right now that's gang banging, that's selling drugs, our women that's selling their bodies, prostituting, stripping, all of that, doing all these type of sins, playing the harlot, right? They're going to be unalived in America, in Babylon, right? And they're going to be brought back after all of that and brought back into the kingdom and raised up in the right way, raised up as a true Israelite, okay? And they won't be confounded or shamed anymore. Now, they will walk around with their head down for a time, but then at the end of the day, man, the brothers is going to be kings and priests, and the women is going to be, producing, they're going to be barefoot and pregnant. But guess what? They're going to have everything that they want. They're going to be in a rest. They're going to be chilling. They're going to be relaxing. All right? It's going to be true order on this earth. How it's supposed to be. All right? So, yeah, Joel 2 and 27 is fire, Khan. Where are we? We everywhere. We precept for precept. We everywhere. Oh, where are we at? Like in Revelations, what's going on right now? Ezekiel 38. You got the Medes, which is the Russians basically rising up. And let's go get that. All right. Just to put a stamp on it. Ezekiel 38, 4 and 5. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. So, but 3, we got to read 3. And say, thus saith Yahawah power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. That's basically your Russians right now that are in the land of Magog. All right, they're in that land. They are going to what? They're going to link up with the Persians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans. And has that happened? Yes, indeed. BRICS nation. Russia is already linked up with Guyana and all those African nations, those Hamite nations. All right? Because Ethiopia and Libya, these are Hamite nations. Okay? Your Persians, that's the Iranians. All right? Down there, that's in the so-called Middle East. So they are all linking up through BRICS Nation, through economic link ups, and also through military. Russia said, hey, y'all mess with Iran, we gonna get involved. That's scripture. They have to fulfill the scripture. So that's letting you know. That's what's going on right now. And also, where we at in Revelations. And I'm going to hey, brothers, I'm sorry. I'm going to get back to it with the order. I got to get back to it. Because, hey, I'm going to mess up and this one be too long. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. That's what we at right now. That's what we approaching. You got Elon Musk. You got BlackRock, who is already putting the C-hip in people's brains. You got the RFID semiconductor that people are putting in their wrists, and they're already paying for stuff like that. You got Whole Foods, where you can just link your credit card and then pay for stuff like that, right? You already got that beast system set up, okay? So understand this. It's going to come a point in time where they're going to be like, your cash is pointless. Cash spreads disease. That's what they're going to try to tell you, okay? And they're going to make it, people going to get robbed and stuff like that. They're going to be like, cash it's inconvenient. It's nothing but a criminal hazard. Like, it produces criminals. Okay? So then, what's better than that? What's good for that? Just put your money in your wrist. Or put your money in your forehead. All right? Just put your money in your wrist. What they going to do? Cut your hand off? Just put your money in your wrist. Then that's how you going to that's how you going to get into the buildings. Swipe your hand. The door open for you. All right? That's how you're going to get into the buildings. That's how you're going to pay for stuff. That's how you're going to get your registration, your license. Everything is going to be on your wrist. Everything. And they show you in the movies. All right? They show you in the movies. All right, so let's get back to it, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. I got a little bit of more scriptures to read, and then we'll get up out of here. I let that Emmanuel dude, hey, he was on some bullshit, but I hope somebody was edified by breaking that down, breaking those scriptures down, and all of that. So back to order. Sirach 34 and 32 and 4. Pour not out words where there is a musician, and show not forth wisdom out of time. So learn when to speak, man. Learn how to talk. Learn when to speak. You don't have to always say something. I was at a family gathering last weekend, okay? Because, hey, during these times where it's Memorial Day or Thanksgiving and all of these times, yeah, we're not celebrating these events, but we get time off of work. Understanding that. So, we go and chill with family. All right? So we family was together, and you maintain yourself in a wise way. So we got to talking about certain events in the world, and I'm holding a restraint on myself. Like, hey, I got the knowledge, but I'm not going to be boasting, and I'm not just going to be like this and like that and like this. I'm not yelling that I'm an Israelite to everybody. I'm not telling everybody everything or nothing like that. I'm picking my spots. I'm picking the appointed time to say something that's impactful. Hey, if I need to say something, I'm going to say something. If I don't, then I'm not going to say nothing. Okay? You learn restraint. You learn how to chill. You got to have that chill about you. That'll save you many problems. That'll save you many issues. Just relax. And when you say something, make sure it's thought out, and then and say it, and make sure it's impactful. Make sure it's, you adding something to the table. You're not just talking to talk. All right? That's what was going on in that last live. Brothers was just in the comments specific brother was just in the comment talking and talking. Like he ain't never stopped talking. I'm like, bro, every time I look at the comment, you talking. You know? Like, dude, you got sticky fingers or something? But he ain't got no works. He got a lot of reposts, but he ain't producing no works. Okay? You cannot be like that. That's showing that you ain't got no wisdom. That's showing that you talking too much. I'll get that for you. All right. Sirach 7:4. Seek not of Yahawah preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor. Exactly. Like, and brothers do that all the time, man. You be in the elders comment board and you think that if you post the most precepts that the elders is, hey, this brother right here is the one right here. He's got to be the elect because he knows all the precepts. That shit don't matter. It doesn't matter, man. All right, and Shalom, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. Oh, let me drink my kombucha real quick. Stop kissing ass. All right? We not here for the favor of men. We not here for the favor of men. We support our brothers. Yes, indeed, man. We post precepts. We support our brothers. Hold up. I got to put my phone on charger. 1 second. All right, we good. We support our brothers. We support the elders. But don't overdo it, man. Just because you post the most precepts does not mean anything. We ain't in no competition with one another. Don't have that non-stop spirit. You just boom, 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 boom. If you gonna hit, if you gonna cut, make sure it's gonna be impactful and sharp. Right? You don't gotta be all over the place. If you rocking with the truth and you doing what you doing, trust me, brothers, we checking YouTube pages. All right? YouTube pages is getting checked. All right? Share the lives. Do that, man. Support like that. Especially if you a newer brother, you don't supposed to be all up in the comment board. Man, it took me 2 years before I really even hopped in a comment board. I'm not even talking for 2 years. I would just come in the lives and I would just take notes. I would just come in the lives and take notes. I'm not going to say anything. I got to get a full understanding of this thing before I even think I'm going to talk. Because first of all, I don't want to look like a fool. I got to get a full understanding. I ain't asking no questions in the comment board because, hey, a brother that brought me into this, he GMS, of the Wisconsin camp. So I call him and I ask him questions. That's how I got my questions off. I would call him and ask him, hey, I got a situation, or what do we do about this, or et cetera, right? Or I do like I tell brothers, I go and look up a video. Look up a video on multiple wives. Look up a video on the virgin birth. Look up a video on, the Shabbat. Look up a video on whatever you need. GMS, boom, boom, boom. You actually got to be diligent. If you are diligent, it's going to show. It's going to show, man, in your actions. It's going to show by how you carry yourself. I get that for you. Proverbs 25, 6 through 7. It's going to show. Because you're going to carry yourself in a way that you're supposed to, man. You're not going to be doing too much. That's the key term, man. Don't be doing too much. Proverbs 25, 6 and 7. Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For better is it that it be said unto thee, Come up hither, than that thou shouldest be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thy eyes have seen. Especially when you in the apostles' lives. You know, really any brother that's teaching and you know that you just talking to talk. This ain't barbershop, yo. This is not the barbershop. I don't know. Some of you brothers may think this is the barbershop. This is not that. All right? You want to talk? You want to have loggy gag and talk? Go to the barbershop and do all of that. All right? Yeah, as the brothers say, let's pin that. It is better to wait for an invitation to the head table than to be sent away in public disgrace. Exactly. Look at this thing as you really there. Look at this thing as you really there. You just showed up. And you know that you don't produce no works. You know that you ain't got no works on your YouTube page. And you, even if you just a reposter, you think that's good enough, that's not good enough. You just reposting what another man did. Alright? That's all you doing. You ain't that. You think them works mean something? Those are not works, bro. You just really hit a button. You just hit share. Or you saved a video and then you uploaded it on your page and you thought that was enough. That's not enough, bro. That's not going to get you where you need to be. You're not working out your own salvation with fear and trembling like that. You ain't got no fear. You wasn't trembling. You ain't really sit back and was diligent and created a lesson. You ain't put no time in. All right? You didn't. You just, I can do it right now, man. Let's go on TikTok. Find the video. Boom. Let's save it. Save the video. Boom. I can save it. Right? And then I go post it on my page. How much work did I just do? How much work? I feel good about that. You feel good about that? Really? Now, I don't take it wrong way. Because, yeah, you can take videos and repost them. But make sure you're doing your works. Make sure you're doing your 3 videos a week. Make sure you're doing that. All right? Don't just fall back and just be a reposter every single day and you get into that reposting spirit. All right? I don't know how to, but it's good to share. Hey, you know. John 4:38. Come, let's get it. And then I'll get back to the Sirach 32. I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. All right? And this, we are entered into other men's labors, meaning that this work that we are, when you coming into this thing, guess what? Brothers have already been doing it. So yeah, you picking it up, and you supposed to continue to do the work that they was doing. We building, you know how long it took to build a Great Wall of China? And I just watched that movie. Actually, I want to keep that right there. I just watched that movie, The Great Wall or whatever. It took more than 2,000 years. This is a perfect example. So, men were dying. Understanding that? And other men were coming in to take their labor. To keep that work going. That's what we've doing. And guess what? We've been doing this for over 2,000 years. Yahawashi went up into heaven to sit on the right hand of Yahawah over 2,000 years ago. Okay? The apostles was doing this work. And so on and so on. This work has been going on and on and on. Other men's labors. King James did this work. All right? So understanding this, we taking these labors and you adding what you got to it. You got a different talent that I ain't got. You got a different gift that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has blessed you with. You add on to it. You can do your works in any type of way you can do them, man. As long as you working it out. You teaching. Every brother ain't supposed to teach the same. All right? You find yourself, you got your salt, you got your flavor, you know what you good at, etc., etc. Some brothers are really good at the health tip. Some brothers are really good. I always say this. Some brothers are really good at the history. Some brothers are good at explaining biblical marriage, or, now always you need to be hitting on prophecy. You need to be hitting on the ICBMs. You need to be hitting on the MOTB. Okay? You need to always be hitting on that. All right? But then you also got a niche that you're good at. All right? Romans 12:5. So we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another. Exactly. All right? Some brothers is the hand. Some brothers is the arm. Some brothers, you break the analogy down however you want to break it down, man. So you got to do your part. Villain, hey, just chill out, bro. Just chill out. All right? I feel like you got a zeal and you trying to learn. But my advice right now to you would be to chill out. All right? If you got a question, I'm going to answer questions at the end. And I'm about to be at the end. But you getting into, you might, trying to do too much, you might start confusing yourself. All right? You might start confusing yourself. So I'm going to get that. I'll get that for you, Ak, then I'm going to move on. Romans 12:6-8. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. Every brother is unique. It's a beautiful thing to be unique. All right? That you're not a copycat. That you're not a copy. You're not a carbon copy of another brother, man. Be you. That's what Esau, because you know what? Esau is never original. They don't know how to be, they don't, because they original, they just whack. All right? They always got to steal. And in this world, brothers that fake it till they make it, that's what they doing. They stealing. Don't come into this truth with an Edomite mentality trying to steal another brother's work. All right? Be you. Don't be scared to be you. Be you, man. Love you. That's you. That's how Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi made you. All right? You working out the kinks. You working out yourself. But you got a certain personality. And that's your personality, man. Like, I love watching the brother Darashamoth, man. On his lessons, man. Brother so calm and cool with it. I remember he had a live. This dude came up and he was so calm and nice and polite, answering his questions and things like that, man. It's a solid. That brother got good. He got good compassion and patience and calmness with him. That's him. Every brother got a different niche. Every brother he being him. That's him. He not faking. It's sincere. Don't be scared to be you. As long as you edifying. That's what it's about. Differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence. He that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Letting you know you have different things to do. Some brothers minister, some brothers exhort, Some brothers give. Some brothers are called to be financial pillars and to help brothers financially. All right? So, hey, we all got different gifts, man. Yeah. Brother Abaniah is really patient in his lives. Exactly. You know? That's why I know, hey, what was going on in there, I could address it because I'm more, I'm just going to address it, But he's more kind, But I got to address, because some brothers may be new or they may not be watching the elders enough to understand how things go. We have to reflect how the elders are keeping things going. Okay? Just because it's TikTok, that doesn't mean we go willy-nilly. That doesn't mean that we not going to keep the order that the elders have taught us. We still got to, hey, I need to see, majority precepts on the comment board. And still no, women can shalom and that's it. All right? Hey, we maintain that order. Because that order is important. Because as you can see with the IUIC, what happened over there? That shit is out of order. You got a man messing with another man's wife. Because what? Because they out of order. Because they didn't check that early on. They let it get out of control. They're not checking their congregation. They're just bringing anybody in. They're not scrutinizing and proving anybody. They're just letting anybody in. So their whole congregation is out of order. And I guarantee you, it's a lot of people in the IUIC that's messing with other people's marriages. A lot of men that's probably messing with other men's women. But that's just the ones that got caught. Okay? That's just the ones that got caught. Believe that. All right? Understand that, man. Because it ain't no order over there. It's a very perverse doctrine being taught over there that goes against the scriptures. And they not even call it in the correct name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So they don't have protection for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They don't got no protection. They don't got no understanding. If I don't know you, I'm not bringing you up. You perverse. You coming up here with a perverse spirit. All right? Whoever, somebody send an invite. That is why women should not be among congregation until they reach a certain age and have been proven. Hey, women are supposed to what? Learn at home. Stay your ass at home. I ain't never took my woman to the corner. And I never will. Never took my woman to the corner. Never will. Yeah, you know not to bring me up. Man, who the fuck? Hold up, man. Hey, Salakia. I'm going to just get you up out of here. All right? I'm having a good night. All right? Learn from their husbands. Exactly. That's 1 Corinthians 34. 1 Corinthians 14, 34, 35. Order. 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 All right, let's wrap it up. So back to Sirach 32. And we was around, 5th verse? A concert of music and a banquet of wine is as a signet of cumbuckle set in gold. As a signet of an emerald set in a work of gold, so is the melody of music with pleasant wine. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. So when do you speak? Speak, young man, if there be need of thee. This goes back to, and I was raised in the South, so we got manners, right? This goes back to the kids. You don't speak unless you're spoken to. You don't speak unless you're spoken to. That's how we was brought up. The adults, they talking, they doing what they, and we don't never say nothing. You stay in a child's place. Unless you got to go to the bathroom, we shut up. You don't speak unless you're spoken to. All right? The elder woman. Hey villain, hey villain, just keep it down, bro. I'm gonna mute you real quick. Just keep it down. Alright? Just keep it down. Alright, you new? So just keep it down. Cause we do things a certain way over here. I gave you a little pass because you new. I've never seen you before. But just keep it down. Alright? The brother Apaya, I'm about to butcher your name, bro. Halalyam, he produces works. Alright, he hits the corners. He produces videos. So he has that leeway to talk. I know this brother. This brother produces works. And he's under the elders. He follows the correct doctrine. So he has that leeway to talk. And for the most part, that's all I want to see in my comment board, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this whole video has been about. Order. You know. This ain't nothing against you, villain. You knew, you know. But just keep it down, man. If you got a question, I'm going to answer your questions at the end. Alright. The brother said the elder woman teach the younger and the children so long they learn properly from their husbands. Exactly. Right? If my woman, if she needs something, she wants to know something, she asked me. She asked me about the scripture. She asked me about this. She asked me about that. We was discussing this whole IUIC adultery situation, you know? And we be talking about it like a lot of these brothers just take the multiple wives situation as an advantage to get some cat, man. That's what they do, because they ain't never got no women in the world. So they take the Israelite thing as an advantage to get some women. Because you was a scrub and a nerd in the world, man. You could never get no women. So you take the truth to get some women. And you a sucker, man. Alright? Moving around sneaky. The truth is not no daggone gateway for you to mess with women. Alright? You need to, first of all, you need to be producing the works if you even thinking about having multiple women. If you ain't producing a video a day, and I say that, if you ain't producing a video a day, you don't need to be having no multiple wives. Your mind and your heart is going to be took away from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, dealing with multiple women. It's hard enough to deal with one woman. As the scriptures say, man, you deal with a woman, it's best that you don't, because you dealing with a woman, you got to take care of her and also deal with Yahawah. Yahawah's ministry. You got to deal with the church, right? A lot of men can't handle that. And then you want to add another woman on your plate? Come on, man. You wasn't already producing videos constantly and you trying to deal with another woman? You're going to fall off and you're going to fall back into the vomit that you used to be in. You're going to fall back into the world. Don't take the truth and try to use it to get with multiple women just because you can. It may be lawful, but not expedient. Okay? Yeah, you can mess with a harlot, but it's not expedient. You keep messing with these prostitutes, you're going to get something. It's not expedient. Micah 2:10. This world is polluted. This is not your rest. You need to keep your eyes on the prize. Do the works. If you got a wife, maintain that, and that's it. This ain't the point where you have multiple women, man. This ain't the point where you living in lavishness. This ain't that time. This is not that time. All right, let's keep it going. And we at the end. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. That's not hard, man. Is that hard? That's not hard at all. I done moved the phone and got up off of it. Let's go back. All right. Let's read it one more time. Let thy speech be short. Don't run out the side of your neck. You don't got to say too much. If you're going to speak, already think about what you're going to say, man. Alright? Villain, I already told you, bro. Ask the questions at the end. I'm gonna mute you one more time. Alright? Questions at the end. Stop interrupting the lesson. Order. This whole lesson is on order. Order, bro. Order. Alright? Let thy speech be short, comprehending much and few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. That's wisdom. Knowing you could it's plenty people on TikTok. It's plenty people on TikTok, bro. You could go in their live and cut them, but you don't need to. You holding your tongue. Why? And also the elders already spoke against that. Don't do that. It's pointless. Because their congregation ain't going to be with you. You're not going to go in there and bring all those people to your congregation. And this ain't for dealing with the many. We not trying to deal with many. We trying to deal with the elect. That's who we trying to deal with. We not trying to deal with all these people. Right? You know, that's why you got to learn this order. Villain, I hope you be, of this truth. And I hope you deal with us. But you also got to learn order. It's nothing against you, but you just got to learn the order, bro, on how we maintain ourselves. I had to learn that as well. We all had to learn that. Right? All right. Verse 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. So for you brothers and sisters that do go in the lives of the elders and of brothers that are teaching on the YouTubes, it's a different atmosphere. Hey, precept here, precept there. Don't overdo it. Don't go crazy. All right? Because we not equal to them in that knowledge. All right? We maintaining ourselves. You not seeking acceptance from men. You seeking acceptance from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Trust me. He sees you in the live. You don't even got to say nothing. He sees you. He knows that you're learning. But what does he see even more? You doing the works. What report is being made? The report of you doing the works. All right? You hitting the corner. That report is being made. That's the most important part of your life. Working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? Best to put out lessons and lives. From there, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi will deem the spirit to fall upon fruitful or stony ground. Exactly. You plant them seeds. You plant them seeds, man. And Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to, that word ain't coming back void. What scripture is this? This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 32, 32nd chapter. All right, that's where we at. About order. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 32. All right. And this is going to be the last scripture. I'm going to read it one more time. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. All right. So that's important, man. That's simple order right there. That's just simple order. You may have been the man in the world. You may have been varsity basketball player, went to college. You was hooping. You could have went to the league. You could have guarded LeBron. I don't care. Whatever. But you ain't the man in this truth. All right? You got to come in as a child. You got to come in and learn. You leave that old world behind. All right? That old world don't mean nothing in this truth. Now, you may have gifts that you got from the world that you could possibly use in this truth, but don't be worldly with it. Like me in the world, I was doing music, throwing parties, albums and stuff like that, right? Turned it around, making music for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, but that's never my main focus. I don't even push that like that, right? Because how are we saved? By the foolishness of preaching. That's the thing with ISUPK and Sakari. These guys, they try to make that they forefront. When all that shit sounds like bullshit and it sounds worldly. Okay? They off. They off with that. Alright? You know? This truth is how we are getting saved. Yahawah he don't even care for their feast days or their melodies. That's in Amos, the 5th chapter, I believe. He don't care for their feast days or their melodies. All right. Now I'm done, so I take questions. Let me make sure where that boy Villain at. You have some questions. I hope Villain ain't leave, man. Hey, he might have left. Hey, Salakia if that brother left. If you still in here, Villain, man, you can ask questions now, bro. All right. If learning, who should I look into? GMS, the elders of GMS. All right. GMS only. Let's go to my YouTube real quick. Right? GMS South Carolina. All right. If you learning, congregation wise, I'm like 2 to 3 months in. That's great. That's great. Stay up under the elders. All right, yeah, GMS. So GMS South Carolina, 08. The brother Nawak. Hey, shalom to that brother. Constantly doing videos, constantly hitting them corners. All right, Remnant Say 144. That's Elder Yasharamba down in Dallas. All right, Israelite 144. These are brothers that's constantly pushing it out, man. GMS Inspiration of the Almighty. That's Elder Micah Allah out here in California. All right. Mysteries of the Kingdom. That's those brothers out there in Birmingham, Alabama. I believe so. I think that's the Alabama camp. I'll be watching those brothers sometimes, man. GMS Sober, Yasha Allah. All right. GMS The Basics. This is you should get on the basics. You should get on GMS Elders The Milk. And I feel like I should do a live. Well, nah, brothers have already done that with the old videos, like some good pages to follow just for basics. All right, GMS Amawan Abad 144. All right, Akalaya, that brother's solid out there in South Carolina. GMS Virgin Islands Straight Gate, that elder's solid. You know, I could go through this all day, man. GMS Fruits of Knowledge, the brothers out there in Wisconsin. GMS Info Doc, hey, that's the elder. Ramlav. All right. So, GMS Sun. GMS on the go, 144. That's the brother out there in North Carolina, the elder. Daily Edification 4, that's Elder Apostle Gabar. So, hey, that's it, you know. Just some solid pages. What you would notice is it's so many brothers producing works. It's so many brothers producing works. It's not just one brother. It's not just the elder. It's not just the host. It's not just the head. Because we are commanded what? To produce 3 videos a week. I go to my page. Let me see. Let's start at the beginning of this week. 6 days ago. Video. Association breeds assimilation. 2 days ago. No shortcuts. No blame to the ministry. A perverse spirit indeed. Balance in all things. And then I did my live on Sunday. And I did a live today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already did 7 videos. I can chill and not do a video tomorrow or Saturday, but I'm going to do a video tomorrow. According to how the spirit hit me. Put the work in. That's all that you ask. That's all that's required of you, man. Put the work in and do it diligently. All right. You know, put the work in and do it diligently. That's it. Continue to do it. We working, and we not doing this for men. We doing this to build up our treasures in heaven. Brothers don't even look at it like this. You got to understand, it's going to be different ranks. 144,000, those brothers are more picked than the 1/3. Okay? Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Exactly. What does that mean? That means hit them corners. Regardless if it's cold, if it's hot, you hit them corners. In season, out of season. IUIC, they just go out there on the corners in the fall, in the summer, and in the spring. They ain't trying to do the winter. If it's in the snow or if it's raining, etc., etc. All right, some camps only, they not in season, out of season. They come on, man. You don't really got a love for this thing. You're not out there on the corner being a light to your people constantly. Every week, week in, week out. Constantly. All right? You know? So, hey, that's pretty much it. Ain't no questions. Let me see. No questions. Did I miss anything? Oh, the sister, Salakia. Did y'all answer that? Based upon the new moon. Yeah. What day, time is considered the Shabbat? Then brothers answered it. I'll touch on it real quick. And then that'll be it. 43. Ecclesiasticus 43, 6 and 7. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven. All right. So that's letting you know that the month is named after the moon. So when the new moon comes in, that's the beginning of the month. All right. So I took it upon myself to make a live, a Shabbat page and a feast day page where I track the Shabbat. Okay. So if we go back, boom, right here. This was the beginning of this month. This was the new moon Shabbat. And does it show the date on here? I don't think so. You would think it showed the date on here, man. It don't show the date on here. Hold up. Yeah. May the 7th. All right. So May the 7th was the new, right there. May the 7th was the new moon Shabbat. Okay. So then May the 14th, right there, was the quarter moon Shabbat. That was the second Shabbat of this month. Then, what is it going to be? May the 21st, right? May the 21st was the full moon Shabbat. So then, what is it going to be? May the 28th, right? Was the third quarter moon Shabbat. All right. Then we're going to have one more Shabbat, which is the one right before the new moon. And then we'll have a new moon Shabbat again. So that's every 7 days. These are every 7 days. Now this one is the one that's right before the new moon, because this was on what? And I hope nobody's getting confused. This was on the 6th. Okay? So we basically had a Shabbat back to back. This was on the 6th, and then you had the new moon. All right? Because this was the third quarter, which was on the 29th. And then 7 days later, you had a Shabbat. That was the last one, but it's not the new moon. It's just the last one of the month. And then you have the new moon. All right? When they are back to back, that's basically a high holy day. Because you'll have two Sabbaths beside each other. All right? So, it's every 7 days. It's according to the moon. All right? And if you follow this page, Everlasting Mercy 144, which is also my YouTube name, I'm going to always put the Sabbath on here and the feast days. The next feast day coming up is the Feast of First Fruits. So that's coming up, and I will let brothers know. I'll let brothers know about 2 weeks in advance from that feast day. All right. Like our last feast day was the Salakia, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, way back here, and also the Pesach. All right, Shabbat Shalom Wa Pesach. All right, this was the Pesach, and the Pesach was on what day? Timestamp that thing. All right, March 24th. So that's when the Pesach was. Now, if you go to them other camps, IUIC, they did their Pesach, I believe, in April. They just so off, you know? So, yeah, I hope that helps, sister. You know, this is a good page to follow because, hey, I'm going to constantly put it on there. All right? It's a feast day / Sabbath page. All right? So, hey, you know. So, hey, with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Hey, Halalyam. Yeah, your pilots. Hey, Halalyam la Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know. Halalyam la Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So, hey, to the east, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine. All right, shalom to the elect, the 1/3, men, women, and children, maintaining yourself in order. The hopeful elect, shalom, shalom, shalom. House of David, tabernacle of David, shalom. Hope this has been an edifying live. Shalom.